Hi, welcome to Andrew Buckle book review of The Creativity of Ditko. This is from Cragio, introduction by Paul Levitt. Steve Ditko, one of the greatest artists ever as far as I'm concerned, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange and many, many others as well. And this book is absolutely packed solid with some great artwork as well as some photos and lots of information about Steve Ditko. There is also a companion book as well that's worth checking out as well, and I will mention that a bit later. 200 pages. Don't ask me how much it cost. It was a few years ago now, but the price on the book, it says $39.99. I assume it's out of print, but you might be able to find copies fairly easily. And there you've got Creativity of Ditko. And obviously someone there looking at a book that's obviously clearly not a good book to perhaps look at. Probably not this book. And Yo Books, IDW publish it, and you can see the details. Now there's 1950s, 1960s, there's a lot of great art all the way through this. Complete stories, as well as lots of photos and more. And you can see lots of inked pages as well, which is always great. And you've got a lovely introduction there, the creeper there, obviously, I think that's really nice to see. Introduction by Paul Levitt. And then on to some photos. Obviously, you have to quickly see where Steve Ditko is in that photo. And then the first story. Now, it does give details about the thing. It's Out of This World, number 4, 1957. And you can see it's obviously this guy, a negative from all our dark rooms. Ditko stories are always just brilliant. Yes, you can probably work out the ending. It's generally a twist where someone's an alien or from another dimension, or you hit the end of the universe or whatever. But they're still great stories and they're always worth checking. And of course, when you look at a lot of the artwork, you suddenly think, oh, that looks a bit like Peter Parker or someone else that later turns up in the Marvel ones. So there's always that as well. But still, just brilliant, brilliant artwork, I think, all the way through. And I still think these artwork, even later on, became more abstract, very abstract, but I just loved it. Got quite a few of those volumes as well, and they are definitely worth checking out. And there's another story here. I'd say lots of these ones obviously from the 1950s. And then on to another one where it's normally some guys, or quite a lot of singular stories where you've got one single person obviously going across, trying to struggle through. And then you've also got this as well, which I just love. Some original inked pages, really, really good. Now, it doesn't actually give any details here. Oh, Tales of Suspense over the other side there. This is number 42, 1963. So there's material all the way from 1950s as well. So you can see another one there, 1950s one as well. Again, just brilliant, really good stories. I love quite a few of these ones where you can definitely see like the Doctor Strange element there. Just the ultimate evil, as it says there. And of course, it isn't Doctor Strange there, but he looks very similar character with the way he's blasting or applying his mystical powers. And then you got Treason of the Swamp, or Treasure of the Swamp. Treason of the Swamp. Where did I get treason from? And this one's from 1970, Ghostly Tales. And the artwork was still absolutely brilliant. Loved the artwork. Very, just, I don't know, it's just something about the artwork. Whenever you look at any Ditko, you know immediately it's Ditko. Even when he applies inks to someone else, there's always that Ditko look. You think, definitely Ditko. Out of This World. And this one, I don't know, it doesn't say, does it say? Yes, it does somewhere. 1959, original art, and it's got his cod key, yeah, whatever. K-O-D, obviously it's like rearranging of his letters there. An Ancient Wrong. That's a real good story as well. Lovely one. And some photos, which is always good as well. And another story there. I Must Enter, obviously. There's always the usual hypnosis that turns up. I think that was used quite a lot in these stories. So you've got various, obviously, you must not obey him as he goes off into a mystical dimension or wherever it is. And there's the usual ghosts as well. I always loved the way he did his ghosts there in the background. Obviously, they have that ability to actually create some physical damage. And also another one of those brilliant Out of This World. And this one is from, now I think that was Charlton Comics. Was that Charlton Comics? I assume it's Charlton Comics. One of them anyway. And also it's got that as well. I love that. Look at that. Brilliant. That's probably from, that was Creepy or something, wasn't it? I think. Creepy. Yes, Creepy. I love those ones. They're really, really good. It's just pity many of his comic. I mean, it would have been great if he had done comic books like this for a period of time for Marvel. Wouldn't that have been just superb? Just to see sort of Doctor Strange or Spider-Man done like that would have been very different. But if they had brought out the magazine, because they had a Spider-Man magazine 1 and 2, it would have been. Imagine that if Ditko had been bringing those out, they would have been masterpieces. I'm certain people would have absolutely loved them. And there's another story there. And also some pencil. I mean, wow. I mean, you can just see how he builds everything up. Just stunning. I love his artwork. Love pencil work. It's a pity you can't see more of this, but I would love to see more pencil work. Now, they're always releasing Jack Kirby pencil ones. Maybe. Anyway, there's obviously reasons that that's not being released. But it's such a pity because just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous work. And I love the use also between the panels. That's always just good, I think, as well. And another one there, another inked page, and the deepest cut of all. And obviously you can see there. Oh, looks like a Princess Python, I don't know why. On to another story, Werewoods. There's a lot of stories in this, complete stories, which is good, as well as, of course, just single pages as well. And now I'm just going to get near to the end because there's some really great bit as well, and I probably can't find it. There's a Spider-Man, one Spider-Man page, which I just think is absolutely superb. And here's another story there. And it's just, I love his characters, always very unusual, very distinctive. And then on to the end, we've got now Last Laugh, as it says there. That's the last laugh. Good way of ending the whole book, and that was from 1962. Tales to Astonish. Absolutely superb. Last laugh. And there's a good old section of adverts at the end, which I always quite like, and I just get shows. They're actually all very good. The Christmas one's great. The kids' comics one, excellent. The Jessa one, I would love to see them bring that out again. That was a really, really good book. Unfortunately, I haven't got my copy now. I wish I kept it. And it's quite expensive. And also, of course, you've got these ones. And here is the other book I mentioned, The Art of Ditko. So that is definitely another book to really worth checking out. You can see the details there. Introduction by Stan Lee. Terror, Zombies, and Frankenstein, and of course more comics about cartoonists. I never saw a copy of that. No, I'm certain it's quite good. That was a good book. The Archie one, Madhouse, excellent. Also some Felix ones, and also the funny stuff. And I love that one. Limited edition Frazetta funny stuff one. Excellent. So you can see, lovely hardback. This is an absolutely lovely oversized book, and you can see the details there. Yo Books and IDW and Ditko. So will you be picking this up? I mean, I think this is just a great volume, especially if you love Ditko. Brilliant volume to have in your collection for Ditko. Also, if you've got any other Ditko books, also any ones you can recommend, you think, you know what, this Ditko book would be great. Now, I've got quite a few Ditko books, but I'm certain there are many that I haven't got that are probably pretty amazing. So it would be nice to know of a few more. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Always adding new book review videos, as well as DVD, Blu-rays, etc. I'm just going to do a Blu-ray one fairly shortly. Also, a like or dislike, always appreciated. Bye. Oh, Happy New Year as well.